Okay, in math, you can't just say something is equal to another thing, or you can't just say something is something else, or you can't just say something is this. In math, you have to reason and explain carefully as to why something is the way you claim it to be. For example, so what I mean by reason is you have to go step by step and explain why what you're saying is true. For example, if I were to be given a task, let's say I'm given the number 7,350, and they were to ask me, round this number to the nearest thousandth. And I were to tell them, oh, well, the nearest thousandth here is 7,000. And they asked me, well, why? Why is it 7,000? I would have to tell them, reason to them as to why rounding that to the nearest thousand would be 7,000. And here's where a few important words come in that are first, next, and finally. So whenever I'm reasoning an answer, I say, and explaining what I did to get that answer, I would say, well, first, I looked at the hundredths place of the number. Next, I see what the closest thousands were to that hundred. And the closest thousands to that hundred were 8,000 and 7,000. Next, I found the differences between 300 and 8,000, which is 700. And then I found the difference between the 7,300 and 7,000. And that was 300. So then, I chose the smaller number, and then finally, I gave you that answer. That it was 7,000. As you can see, I go step by step by step. It's a painful process, but it's a very well intended and needed process in math. Because you need to be able to explain things. And a good exercise is to, whenever you're doing a problem, or you're coming up to the answer, write down every step you do and explain it on a journal. On like a piece of paper, use the words, first I did this, next I did this, next I did that, and finally I did this. Okay, because it's very important to be able to reason out your ideas and the reason why you made these steps and came to that conclusion and came to that number. It's very important in math. So yeah, go home, get some numbers, do some problems, write down the steps, write down the words for those steps. First I did this, next I did this, and next I did that. Finally I did this. And see if it all adds up or rounds up or subtracts down. Reasoning's important, okay? Sounds cool.